I'm sure you've all heard of Otakoi, a great romance manga and anime about a yaoi fangirl and hardcore gamer guy who find themselves in a relationship because dating normies just never turns out well. Well, this story will soon get ruined by the live action treatment, which I will definitely be avoiding, but I stumbled upon a JapanToday.com article about this very subject as it poses the question: is finding love outside of otaku circles really that hard in Japan as the full title of Otakoi claims? Well, you might be surprised by some hard numbers. So they surveyed 1,500 single Japanese men and women between their teens and 30s to see where they draw the otaku line in terms of dating and marriage. So right off the bat, when asked if they could see themselves marrying an otaku, nearly half of the people surveyed said yes. That's a pretty solid number, and I think luckily the word otaku has much less sting than it used to in the Japanese lexicon. A lot of otaku activities and affinities are so mainstream these days that they aren't really viewed as off-putting as they once were. However, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves because there are some otaku hobbies that are still perceived as being a bit extreme. So in terms of what types of otaku interests Japanese people would tolerate from their partner, 44% said they're cool with their partner reading manga frequently, and 41.5% said that anime is also fine. And this isn't too surprising. I mean, when I'm on the train going to and from work, it's fairly commonplace to see men and women, young and old, either reading manga or watching anime on their phones and tablets. Now, what stood out to me was that 30% said they would be okay with their partner being a video game otaku, which is a pleasant surprise. But going down further on the list, if you're a yaoi fan like Otakoi's Narumi, then you might have a little more difficulty finding someone who's cool with your obsession. But let's say you do find that someone who may not exactly be on the same wavelength as your interests. Most people in Japan say that they would still keep an open mind, with 18% even going so far as to say that they would like to join in to better understand their otaku partner, and only 6% said that they would prefer that the otaku give it up completely. Stay far, far away from that 6%. But the great takeaway from this article, along with Otakoi, is that there is definitely someone out there for you despite your quirky interests. Maybe that person shares those same interests, or maybe they're open to broadening their horizons, or possibly have quirks of their own that they're looking to open up and share with someone special. My wife classifies me as an otaku, and I don't classify her as one, although she of course grew up watching anime and reading manga as a child. But she does enjoy listening to me describe an anime that I've recently watched from time to time, and we've even had fun laughing and crying at Hajime no Ippo together. And although she's far from a gamer, we'll occasionally embarrass ourselves playing Just Dance because dancing is one of her hobbies and it's a great way for us to meet in the middle. But here's a question for all you otaku out there. I know we're all here because we enjoy anime and manga, but what other otaku related vices do you have? Idols, boys love, card games? Also, where do you draw the line in terms of otaku obsession? Share it in the comment section down below. I'll be back soon, but until then, sayonara, suckers.